What's going on, members of the Burger Empire? Brian here for Body by Burgers, and today I'm going to be talking cardio. That was tough to get out. It's almost like it's against my religion to say that word. But despite it being a tough word to say, I am still doing it not as effectively as I should. So that is why I'm here to tell you today when you should be doing your cardio, what type of cardio you should be doing, and for how long. So when it comes right down to it, there is more effective terms and more effective manners to be doing your cardio. And everything kind of depends on what kind of goals that you have in mind for yourself, of course. Now, if you're just going for overall cardiovascular health, you just want to be able to run longer, run faster, whatever the case may be, then there really is no set time or whatever the case may be when it comes to cardio. You're just doing that cardio to have your cardiovascular system improve. So just do it, get it in. If you exhaust yourself and you're breathing hard at the end of it, good job. You're well on your way to improving your cardiovascular health. But for many others, myself included, we are doing cardio basically for fat loss. Now, there really is two times that are the most effective times to be doing your cardio. You will hear a lot of bodybuilders or people preparing for competitions to say that fasted cardio is best. They're not wrong. Fasted cardio is literally the best way to burn your fat. Now, why is that? Well, myself as an example, I have a lot of fat on my body, let's face it. The Tanita scale tells me that I have 120 pounds of fat on my body that I need to lose. If you're following a diet program or a diet plan or counting your calories, you are done eating at about 6, 7 o'clock at night. Some people a little later. Myself, I'm pushing for that 7:30 is when I'm done eating. Make sure I stay up that 4 hours, whatever the case may be. So I wake up. Whatever the last piece of food you had eaten has been digested. Your body's used it as part of its recovery system. So when you're just for that last 4 hours of the day that you're awake, it's used those calories that you've taken in at the end part of the day. And then as you slept throughout the day, those calories that you've taken in from that final meal have been burnt through respiratory by just sleeping and your body recovering. So when you wake up in the morning, your tank is on empty. So when they go and do their fasted cardio, the next closest thing to your body to use for energy is literally your fat. So your body then starts using its fat as its source, and then you start burning those calories. Now when it comes right down to it, what kind of cardio should you be doing when we start talking fasted cardio? Low, long cardio. Low intensity. So a steady walk on a treadmill with a relatively respectful incline for long periods of time, half an hour plus. That's what you should be doing when you're doing your fasted cardio. Lots of people kind of ramp that up. I know a couple people getting ready for shows. Good buddy of mine, he's got a YouTube channel. You should go check him out, Hebrew Hulk. I know when he was getting ready for his contest, he was doing a lot of cardio. I'm not sure if it was fasted cardio or not. He probably goes over that in a couple of his videos as he was getting ready for his contest prep. But I know he had his cardio up over an hour just to get that extra fat burn in, but it wasn't intense cardio. And if you start knowing and learning more about energy systems, the higher your heart rate gets, the more you start moving out of a fat burning zone and you start getting into a cardiac zone, which is just improving your overall heart health. On the flip side, if you're not the person that wants to get up at 5 in the morning, do their cardio before they go to work, get a meal in, do their thing, and then go to the gym and hit weights, you're like me, and it's better off to do your cardio at the end of your workout. So what I mean is, you go to the gym. I always do some sort of cardio warm-up because I always do some mobility and flexibility before I hit the weights. And it's usually kind of bad to stretch out a cold muscle. So I do roughly 8 to 12 minutes of cardio depending on how I'm feeling. Just enough to get the body going, the heart accelerated a slight bit. And then I hit my weights. I hit my weights hard, heavy, whatever I'm doing that day. And then I get to doing cardio after my workout. Now there's two reasons for this. Number one, you're in a totally different energy system within your body once you start doing your cardio after your weight training. And I'll get into energy systems in a different video. Don't you guys worry about that. But because you're in this different energy system, your body's now using, I believe it's the glycolic energy system, which makes sense, for your energy source to burn that fat off. Basically, the second reason, and the more simple terms for it, when you're doing this cardio, after you've done your weight training, what you're actually doing is you're using that fat on your body as much as possible, because during your weight training session, you've used the food and the energy that you've taken in throughout the day during the weight training as that energy source. So now your energy source is depleted. Then you start going into the fat burn afterwards. What kind of cardio should you be doing afterwards? Well, seeing as your body has a fuel source, long steady cardio, much like a fasted version, isn't a bad idea either. But I wouldn't rule out HIIT cardio or high intensity interval training as well, because accelerated heart rate burns calories. That's just the simple fact of it. High intensity interval training would look something like 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, 2 minutes on, 45 seconds off, things like that. But I do believe that there is a place for HIIT cardio post workout or post weight training, and you will see quite a bit of benefits from that. If high intensity interval training isn't for you, then there's nothing wrong with doing the long drawn out cardio that's a little bit slower. I wouldn't do it, like I said, for myself. I've seen results in as little as just doing this half an hour after my workouts, and that's kind of what I've been sticking to. I wouldn't. I'm not a fan myself of high intensity interval training cardio, simply because I'm not a fan of cardio, right? But it has its place. I've done it on the bike before, especially when I was training for the Spartan race, because I figured, hey, if I'm going as hard as I can for X amount of time and then taking X amount of rest, it's kind of simulating going over the obstacles and everything for the Spartan race. If you do your cardio post workout, while you've done your weight training, give it a shot. See how your body reacts and responds to doing either the long drawn out cardio or the high intensity cardio. That is the video. I will sum it up for you guys. The two best times to be doing your cardio is either right away in the morning, fasted, so there's nothing in your system, or the second version is to be doing it post weight training, so that your body is going into that fast system because it's used what you've eaten throughout the day already on your weight training. Like the video if you guys liked the information I was going to give you, or did give you. If you're going to be doing and increasing your cardio, put in the comment sections below as to what form of cardio you guys are going to incorporate into your workouts. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I need to get this 100 subscriber challenge video out. And until next time, everybody, burger power.